Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
But I'll come back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks alike. You are listening once again to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. I hope y'all are doing okay tonight. My hair is messy. I mean, I took a shower a while ago, but I just didn't brush it. That's a typical thing, right? For me, I was never really that kind of guy to really be careful about that sort of stuff. I don't know, but as long as I don't, smell like turds and stuff. I'm getting onto a tangent. If you want to watch this live, you can go to twitch.tv/Meltalurk Original. See these happen live, or you can watch the VODs of it afterwards. It's unedited and stuff like that. And you can also see the after show where I'm just basically editing it and doing other stuff depending on how whatever happens and whatever. And you can also watch if you miss it on Twitch because after the 2 weeks are up, it just disappears forever, stuff like that, unless you have certain privileges or whatnot. You can go to my YouTube channel where you can watch all of the episodes, edited a little bit here and there, a little better quality on there, and yada yada yada. Duh. I'm still trying to figure out, because I think I'm looking right directly into the camera right now. I'm looking right directly in what I think should be me looking directly. And I feel like this has been a problem that I've been having a lot for the video watchers. I feel bad for video watchers a little bit, but I also don't. Is that I don't know where I'm looking, where I'm supposed to look on the camera. Not because I don't know what I'm doing, because if I look directly into the camera, I know what what you're supposed to do. I'm looking above. Makes it look like I'm looking too far up, which is not right. So I think doing something like this is technically correct. Or I'm looking, I think, at the top of my head. I don't know. I don't know if my stream is even working. What the hell? Am I lagging? Hold on. I don't know. Okay, I think my image was just stuck on my end. I think that's been happening quite frequently when I've been looking at other people's streams and freezes on a frame or something like that. I don't know. I was just kind of panicking because I'm oh shit, is my stream down? But I'm looking at the stuff going on in the bottom. It's no, I'm good. So yeah, I was just oh crap. Oh crud, dude. I'm also worried that my volume is a little too loud. I bumped it up a little bit, but I don't think it should be too much of an issue because it just basically raised it 2 dB. I mean, that can be a lot, but at the same time, I'm not too afraid. Yeah, I'm not too afraid. Anyhow, what was I even going on? What was I baffling about? I don't know. Oh yeah, so I got a new phone. So that whole saga with my old phone, let me get my old phone. So this one is now out of commission. This old phone is now out of commission. I mean, it still works. I think a lot of it is because now I don't have anything on it. So all of the apps and stuff like that are off of it. But I think it's still connected to my account or something like that. I don't know. Because I've still been getting notifications, stuff like that for like apps and stuff, which is weird because it's not on there. But whatever. But my new phone, so I think the joke for the longest time was me getting a Samsung A24 because, oh, it would be a funny joke, but the A24 is like the budget one, and this was the budget one, or my old phone was the budget version, and I have almost no idea how the hell I made that work for 4 years. I mean, it served its purpose. It did a good job, but like at the end, for like the past at least half a year, like I could not update any of my apps. I was basically deleting apps just so I can update. Like I was deleting full on like gig apps just to download like a 10th size update for an app, which like I get that, but at the same time it's like, really, do I need to be deleting 2 gigs of apps just so I can download 100 megabyte like update for an app that I barely use? It's no. That's why I'm glad that I don't have to do that anymore. So yeah. But because I got a new phone, bad shit had to happen. It was bound to happen because it's been a horrible weekend. Not for me, but like in the world, because when I got, my old phone back in 2020, that was right before the pandemic started. So I have like the not really superstition, but it's like the joke is like, because I got a new phone, the pandemic happened. And that is an F. I just noticed that my F isn't in place. Yeah. And then for this phone, so like I still remember when I got the old phone. The old phone, week or so ish too later, that's when like the pandemic really is like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to fully extend this spring break, because I was still in college at the time, to at least another week. But then obviously by the end of the week, people were like, yeah, we're going to lockdown. And then, that all that escalated to whatever. And even then, like my grandpa passed away, like I talked about last week, and all that stuff, blah, 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 whatever. But yeah, now this time around, when I got my new phone, I mean, it didn't happen it didn't happen after, but it happened before. In the UK, the Princess of Wales or whatever, Kate, or I'm literally blanking. I made a video on YouTube. You can go check that out. Just like me, like a breaking news sort of thing. That was my video for the week. Cause I guess I was on my grind set when I made that video. Like I was like pumping shit out. But what is the F for? Well, the F, okay, I'll tell that story again when we get to it. That is from Boot Cereal saying that. I'll say that story again in a bit. But let me finish this one. So, obviously, in the UK, Princess of Wales got diagnosed with cancer at the age of 42, which is, that's pretty young, but, I feel like it's devastating to the UK, but it's like, there's bigger things happening, though. And I feel, and it's kind of funny to think that, like, she's like I'm not saying that she is a contender for the crown, but it's funny that even in death, Queen Elizabeth, or, Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth, is making sure that nobody else takes the throne, because King Charles is like him being old and stuff like that. He has like, I can't remember if he has cancer or he also has cancer, but I know he has like, him being old, he has other conditions. So that's going on. And now you have another contender with the cancer. It's like, what the? Like, she's making sure that nobody takes her throne. Nobody takes the throne. It's funny. It is funny. And other than that, there was the mass shooting in Moscow because of a terrorist group. I think it was like some Iraqi stuff, Middle East. I don't know, some radical Islam. I don't know, something like that. Like, not to say that I'm like shrugging it off, because it is honestly incredibly terrible. As much as the U.S. at this time is not really friendly towards Russia, or not like whatever. It's very devastating that they had to go through that. It's nothing that I don't think any country would want for their people. And just to kind of get it out of the blue there, or at least from what it seemed, it's just like, what? Why? And at a concert, like I don't think it was like like a rock band concert. I think it was like more just like an orchestral concert. It's like, why? What are you trying to do here, Tenant? Like this, like it's not cool. But yeah. But I'm not saying I'm gonna take blame for the incidences, for the bad news that happened, but it's very coincidental that on the same day that those events happen, I get a new phone. But then also bad stuff happened, later in that weekend, where a shipping cargo ship crashed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, literally smacked into a pillar. Whole bridge went down, and they're still trying to check for people and for bodies, because if you fall from even from that height, unless if you know what you're doing, that is scary. And it's also a major bridge too. And I actually can't remember, because I know I'm related to some, and I could be bullshitting. But I remember as a kid, I had a project for school where it's like, oh, list people in your family or whatever. Like, one person confirmed that I am related to is John Wayne. That is literally undeniable. Relation would, it kind of goes far back, but it's the same family, because he's from Iowa, and he's like my grandma's cousin, or something like that. It's kind of messy, but you can't really tell with me. But like with my sister, like it's really with the nose, like you see it, like the face structures, like you could definitely see it. But the other one is apparently, I think it's Francis Scott Key, or the guy that made Camptown Ladies. I can't fucking remember. It is a famous composer / musician, whatever. I can't remember though. I think that's right. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that's kind of just bullshit, but I honestly don't know. I literally don't know. Anyways, but that happened too. Like, I remember waking up on Monday morning, literally the first thing that I saw on my phone, I opened up TikTok. And like, this happened with literally all my coworkers. They opened up, or like at least, the ones that, have TikTok. All of them that opened TikTok, that was the first thing that they saw on their phone. It was it's crazy. And what I saw it was from like a news station in Australia. Like, what? Why am I getting a thing, like a news report from Australia? But okay, weird. I'll take it. I mean, but it like the video for it is just wild because like it hits it. Like you don't like in the video from like a wide shot of it, of the bridge, it's just like you don't really see anything, but like 10 seconds before like the ship hits the bridge, all of the lights go out on the ship because they get like a power outage. So it's probably not due to like a person like crew member. It's literally they lost power on the ship. And in that 10 seconds, that's when they hit it and boom, everything comes coming down like fast as hell. So if anyone even survived from like that were on the bridge that survived, holy crap. But I can't imagine like that's a major like a major roadway, and how like them having to figure out how they're going to get all that sorted out. It's just going to be nuts. Yeah. I don't envy that. And also, finding the bodies and finding, checking the wreckage to make sure that, people are safe. And even like if you do, like say if you were in a car and you did like survive and were conscious, getting out of the car in the river at night, ooh, not very good chances of survival there, boy. Yeah, but heart goes out to everyone suffering at this time because yeah, that is horrible, 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 dude. Anyways, so the story about the F, and I think I've already told this story before. So back in college, I worked at the when I was working at the Memorial Union. It actually wasn't really for the Memorial Union. It was a separate gig, but it was working with the Memorial Union. When I was working there, I took a gig with the like broadcasting, like sports broadcasting team, but they did like just an award thing or whatever, just like a broadcast streaming thing. And I was a camera op for it, or a spot. I was a camera op, I'm pretty sure, but I could have been a spotlight person. For basically like, I don't want to say a leadership summit, but it was like college age people talking about success stories and leadership and other stuff like that. And the theme of it was forge, because fire and stuff like that. It's a whole whatever. But they did it in these big letters, and while they were tearing down, I talked to the person that was like head of the event, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing with this? And she's like, oh, we're just going to throw them away. And I'm like, well, can I take it? And she's like, I don't know why, but sure. And so I took it. And so I have a big F. Press F to pay respects. You know what's also funny too is that when I made my Mountain Dew review for like the Gamer Fuel, the one the Press F to pay respects, it was Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, the one with Kevin Spacey, and they're like, that's where that came from. And I did not think about that joke. I could have just like literally showed that in the back, but I didn't think about it. And also, I don't think it would have made sense in the review itself. I'm wearing the same jacket from it, the same windbreaker from that video. Go watch it. Speaking of Mountain Dew reviews, there are 2 new Mountain Dews out, other than like the Baja Blast. I'm guessing obviously limited time. Excuse me. But I haven't tried them yet. I never get the flavors of them. One of them's like a mango lemonade, and the other's like it was like a pineapple something else. I can't remember. But 2 new ones. They're like Baja themed, which seems a little it seems very early on that they're doing it. Although I think they might be doing more because it's like not even April and they released typically, like, I feel like with the Mountain Dew cycle that they've started with now, they would have already like released maybe one. This would probably be a second drop, but I think their first drop was basically the 20th anniversary of Baja Blast. But this one that they're doing now is their second, which is like kind of their spring drop. And like last year they did Pitch Black, and then they did I'd have to look at the videos. I'm pretty sure it's the Bomb Pop one. And then they did the summer one, which was the Baja Blast ones. And then in the fall it was the Voodoo, and then after that it was Game Fuel. So I don't know what the idea is for this year. So this is the technically the second, like the spring drop, the spring quarter drop. And then summer, I don't know what they're going to do for summer. Probably different flavors for Baja Blast. So probably we're getting 5 total Baja Blast flavors this year, if it's projecting the way that it is. And I think it might. Because technically we didn't get an original flavor this year. But it's close enough. Close enough. And like it's definitely going to be my next video for next week, because I'm going to review it. I haven't tasted it yet, because every time I make one of those videos, it is my first time drinking it like on camera. So like the reaction that I have and the review that I have is legitimate. Except for like the, when it's like one that's been out for a while, like say if like the Baja Blast is going to be the same. But I like, if my honest opinion for this year, like this batch that they're doing the whole year for the 20th anniversary of Baja Blast, it's really good. Like it's good. It stacks up. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried at all. It's really good this year. So I'm gonna probably film that in a few when I wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna film that and then do stuff. I'm getting a haircut because I need to. I really do need to get a haircut. But I just need to clean it. Have I had it longer? Yes. But I want my barber to suffer. And plus, there's going to be new magic cards coming out in a couple weeks, and I don't want to get a haircut later and have my hair short when that comes out. I want to have it like where it's fresh and clean. Because like right now it's really shaggy, but if I get it now and then have it grow in, it's going to be fresh. It's going to be really good. I can probably style it. I can make it all fancy because it's a cowboy set. And I'm going to go be dressed all up in the nines. I'm probably going to go after work because, yeah, but at the pre-release, I'm going to be dressed to the nines in just like cowboy gear. I'm going to be like the man in black. Literally. But not like actual suit, because I'm not Johnny Cash. But I'm going to be basically like black clothes cowboy. I had to really think that one up to avoid saying something really racist. Not super racist, but yeah. Just like, ooh, that could be misconstrued wrong. What am I doing? You know what? I feel like opening up some magic packs because I feel like it. What? Ow. You know what? Let's open them up right now. You know what? I might even open up a couple more than I usually do because, no offense, I don't have any idea. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I mean, I do know what I'm talking about, but I have no idea what I'm going to be talking about after this. like pierce the veil here. I have no idea. So let's open up some magic cards. I'd say we got 3 packs here, probably more. Let me actually get this in a way that I can talk into the mic and also do that. Can I do it this way? No. Yeah, that's a little better. It looks weird because it is cut off by the by that, but it looks interesting. I don't know. So we got 2 murders of Call Off Manor booster play boosters and a draft booster of Ravnica Remastered. Last time I was kind of surprised by it. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised by what I pulled in those packs. But let's see what we get today. In these 3. Or more. I might open more because I feel like it. Oh. And I really hate that there's a pack trick to these. I really do. There doesn't need to be. So Magnetic Snuffler. Not on my watch. Bubble whatever. Gearbane Orangutan. Topiary Panther. Yeah. Demand Answers. Auspicious Arrival. Agency Concierge. Makeshift Binding. A Human Token. So I feel like I should probably pull out from the back. Wait. Back up. Bad phrasing. Lightning Helix. Which is uncommon, but it's a good uncommon. I feel like I should probably just go from here. So we got the Human Token. We got a Plains. Basic Plains. The foil is Toxin Analysis. It's pretty interesting. Behind it, we got Relive the Past. Return up to 1 target artifact card, up to 1 target land card, and up to 1 target non-aura enchantment from your graveyard to the battlefield. They are 5/5 elemental creatures in addition to their whatever. Oh, then a knife. Stupid. A knife. How is that an uncommon, though? It just doesn't make sense. Alright, we'll open up the Ravnica Remastered. Oh my god. Open, please. Open sesame. Another thing I hate about these packs, the 2 things I hate about the packs that they've made recently is the pack tricks. I don't like pack tricks, and making it literally fucking impossible. Sorry for the language there, but making it so dang impossible to get into the packs. Like, I was like struggling to open it. Like, it's good to, it gives like backing, like, oh, it wasn't tampered with, but it shouldn't be that hard to open up a freaking pack of Magic cards. All right. I feel like that's got to be the pack trick. So 3, 2, 1. Cool. Is it Charm? Open the gates. Demolish. Whatever. Cosmic Transmutation. Totally Lost. Conclave. Something. Rubble Belt. Tin Street Dodger. Disembowel. Sapperling Token. Let's see what we got for the mana fixing. Demir Guildgate. Damn. And then behind it we got Faith's Fetters for the retro frame. It actually looks kind of clean. It actually looks really clean for the border. An Arc like Phoenix. This is actually pretty decent. At the beginning of your combat turn, you may cast 3 or more instant sorcery spells. This turn, return it to the grave from the whatever to the battlefield. It's not bad, but it's not great though. Mausoleum that and Crackling Drake. It's nothing to run home to or about or something. All right, opening up the other murders pack. Right here. It's got to be the pack trick right there. 3, 2, 1, flip. Not on my watch. Suspicious detonation. Diffuse or deduce. Rubble Belt Maverick. Red Herring. Dog Walker. Tracker. Toxin Analysis. The Art Card. And Montaña. Oh, it's that one. I hope I could get that one, but okay, who knows? So Montaña for the art card. We got a Crime Stopper spray for the foil. Bind it. We got Holy Land of the Guild Pact. It's not incredible, but this is good. This is very good. This is actually a very good pull. I love that. And we got Knife, Case of the Gateway Express, and Don't Care. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Leyline of the Guild Pact. I want one of these cards. It's such a good card for a 5-color deck. So you know what? I feel like I want to open up some more cards because fuck it. Oops. I smacked the camera. Let's rack it up. We're doing 3 more, baby boy. Re-rack. You know what? I'm just going to open up the packs, like physically open up the packs because like if I can get the... Oh my... 1, 2... If I can I get a hat trick on this one? 3 for 3? Like a free throw? Oh, come on. Work with me here. No, you it's so good. 2 out of 3 is not bad. Like this should not be a way that I open up my freaking pack of Magic cards. That looks so bad. Like, I get it helps with counterfeiting, but like, I don't want to have to pull on a freaking tab like that and like potentially damage my cards. It just feels really bad. It's open. Let's see what this pile's got. I'm gonna move this one over. Move these 2 over. So the first one, let's go right about yeah. 3, 2, 1, flip. We got a Green Belt Radical. We got a Curious Inquiry. Kind of looks like a Ristic Study, but it's not. Suspicious Damnation. Something Strength. Person of Interest. Dramatic Accusation. Dog Walker. On the Job. Rot Farm Mortipede. Punch Out, whatever. Ooh, Island. Fuller Island. Foil is a Shock. Ooh, actually, it's pretty cool. Mind it, we got another Phoenix thing. I'm not reading that. And then we got a Form Familiar and a Fester Leech. Yeah, is she festering on my leech till I don't know. I don't know there. Right there. 3, 2, 1, flip. We got a Silent Dart. Gruul Guildmage. Judge's Familiar. Titanic Brawl. Glowspore Shaman. Boros Elite. Goblin Electromancer. That's actually very good. Very nice to get. Drift of Phantasms. Wojak Horseman. Demir House, whatever. Spy. Sapperling Token. But you already knew that. So the mana fixing is an Orzhov Guildgate. All right. For the retro frame, we got a Golgari Guildgate. For the rare / mythic slot, we got Response and Resurgence. I hate that. And then we got a Vindictive Vampire on the end there. And now for the last pack, hopefully. Let's see if we can get another one of that. Have another Cinderella story. I feel like right there. Come on, Cinderella story. For this pack. Case of the Gorgon's Kiss. Chalk outline. Undercover Crocodile? Jaded Analyst. Slime Against Humanity. I would put that over to the side, but I don't know. Rubble Belt Baggart. Cerebral Novice Inspector. Repeat Offender. Token. Ooh, a foil land. An island. Island. The actual foil is a Sanitation Automaton. Ooh, behind it we got Lazav, Weaver of Many Faces. Actually, that's interesting. It's with the wanted poster, whatever. Whenever Lazav, Weaver of Faces attacks, exile target card from a graveyard, then investigate. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, you may have Lazav become a copy of a creature card exiled with it until end of turn. Not bad. Not great. Ooh, and behind it we got... Ooh. Actually, though... Actually... we got a Conspiracy Unraveler. You may collect evidence 10 rather than pay the mana cost for spells that you cast. To collect evidence 10, exile cards with total mana value 10 or greater from your graveyard. That's kind of nuts. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of nuts. If you know how to use it right. And then Evidence Examiner on the end there. I do actually want to check the prices on those cards because that's kind of nuts. That's kind of nutty there. So let's go over to that and check. Oh, look, it's me. So let's go to Card Kingdom. Card Kingdom is my favorite one to check because, yeah. So we got Ley Line of the Guild Pact. Jesus. Seemed like $20. So yeah, that's a good card. So yeah, it's a good card. It's a good card. I'm thinking it's a good card. I like how all the pips are like green and white, blue and green and white, green and blue, green and black, and green and red. So all of them have green. That's funny. And then, what was the other one? Conspiracy Unraveler. There we go. It's about $2.50 card. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Whatever. And I've been on my grind. Like spoiler season for Thunder Junction is gonna be freaking amazing, dude. Like, I'm a huge Magic fan, and I've been talking with one of my coworkers because he also plays Magic. So I'm like, fuck yeah, another guy you could talk Magic about. And we're just like gushing over like the spoilers that are coming out, because I think yesterday was when they really started doing it, like officially. And wow, there's some heaters, some real heat to these. And I am making a very good investment into this set because fuck yeah, yeehaw cowboy set. And I made that promise, I'm pretty sure on the podcast, like, yeehaw cowboy set. I am going to go nuts on it. But yeah, I feel like that's enough to talk about Magic the Gathering. I gotta figure out what the hell to talk about. Oops. You know, I feel like when I was doing this as a radio show, I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot during this episode. But like, I know I came up with like ideas of what I wanted to talk about. Oh, actually, what if instead of X-Men, it was Sex-Men? And instead of fighting racism and indifference, they were talking about sex ed. What if they were doing that? Save sex, guys. What was it going on about? I don't remember. Oh yeah, so when I was doing this as a radio show, I used to always like have stuff prepared. But the one time, I usually like prepared like what I was going to be talking about. But one time I had to prepare like a specialty show because the episode that I wanted to do was based on Prince's was a Prince night. So I would usually play something off the top 40, but I want to make sure sometimes because like what he had to do for the station was like to have a show without having to make a list of what you were playing. You had to play something from the top 40 every like three or four songs every hour or every hour. So what I did for that specific episode, and a lot of his music was like longer. So I was like, well, I might want to make sure and go ahead and like plan out more than I usually do. Like here, like submit my run of show and what I'm playing to the directors and make sure that it's fine. Which they were like, yeah, it's totally fine. I even like had like what I was going to talk about during each segment, like physically. And I think I'm like, I'm trying to think of how far it was. I think it was when it went to 1:00, the 1:00 segment when I was on, I was talking about, when I saw like how I learned about Prince's death, because like I was in economics class and we were instead of doing anything that day, we should have been like actually learning, but we were watching it because it was literally news happening near us, and it was like evolving from being like someone like is probably passed out in the elevator at Paisley Park. Someone probably died at Paisley Park. Prince might have died at Paisley Park. Prince died at Paisley Park. Like the evolution of that. But what's funny about it, what's crazy about it, that I literally had not thought about until it happened. So like I would always talk about whatever, blah, 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 what was happening. I talked about something before I went into the song. But the song I went to after that segment, like immediately after that segment, was Let's Go Crazy. And for those that know the actual song itself, the full length song, it has like this synth wavy, like dreamy, like just kind of just one chord throughout the whole thing, but Prince is like saying lines during out the thing. But what's so damning is it's like talking about the afterlife. It's like, oh, welcome to the afterlife. Basically, welcome to heaven or something like that. But what's crazier is when it gets to the chorus. We ain't gonna let the elevator break us down. Let's go crazy. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Mapping Deja Vu. I'm pretty sure I already did this on the episode. Let's go crazy. Yeah, Prince of the Revolution. Blah, 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 blah. Lyrics. Why can I see the lyrics, dude? I'm scared that it's gonna lead me to like something playing it, so I'm gonna mute that tab. Purple Banana. Also, Prince's lyrics are very presumptuous. Let's look for the purple banana until they put us in the truck. So So in the pre-chorus, I'm going to show you it's on Genius because, and whatever. So the pre-chorus is, tell me, are we going to let the D elevator bring us down? And if I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken, he was going down on the elevator. So it's so crazy. It was like, I don't know what it was. But then when I got back live, I'm like, dude, I did not, like, I planned the whole show, like what it's going to be talking about, but I did not plan that moment out, period. I'm just like, holy fuck. I'm like, there's a spirit lurking in here, dude. And I think it might be Prince. But that was so nuts. I'm just like, whoa. Yeah. I'm still like, now I'm just remembering. I always keep saying it that I need to remember to start editing those episodes, but I think I want to do it like week to week. But it's going to be weird when I get to, like, obviously I started in 2019, right before, basically October or so to March, so about 6 months. And then of course the pandemic hits. What's going to be weird is that I'm definitely not going to falter. I'm going to keep it at the anniversary of each episode. I don't know if I also had like another second show, and I know I've already said this, but JoJo's Bizarre Radio, where I just basically played JoJo's music. I don't know if I'm going to edit those. I do have those, but I don't know if I'm going to edit those on the anniversary, because those were just, if I'm going to be honest, that show was a mess. Like, I planned the whole show. I submitted the things, like, in between each segment that I got. I probably shouldn't have been doing like new station calls and stuff like that. I should have actually been talking about the music more, but what can you do? Like, I would go fast because I only have, like, I did my show in 15-minute segments, and that's kind of how it was like laid out. And like, I would have to go fast through descriptions and what the song is, what's in reference to, what's the music actually about, or who's the group and whatever, just a little bit about it. But then, like, I just basically sped through it just to get into the song, which, to get retrospect up, I feel like I want to do more, like, I don't know if I want to do a series about it, because like, it's just not going to work, but a more in-depth thing, an educational in-depth thing, trying to like talk about, oh, here's a reference to this, here's this song, here's why, or here's what it is in like a JoJo's reference, here's why it's important, here's some history about the song itself, here's why it connects into that, and just some basics, just some, like, general things to help draw not only people in, but like also get them educated about like music, because that's the whole thing about the series, is that there's a lot of history not only in the stuff but behind the music. Like, when I was in college, I took like a music history course, and once it started getting to like that era, like the 1950s, 1960s, when you start getting like, modern day music, like, shit really pops off. Shit pops off different in a very good way too. Like, after World War II, like going into the 1960s and stuff like that, oh man, you got a lot of groups that are just like boom, 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 and start getting like to the real big peak of music. And yeah, I feel like music itself is kind of like the peak of music was like kind of in the 70s going into the 80s, like the actual like physical like music talent ability kind of peaked near like in the 70s, like it was refined, but it was like really like commercially brought into the 80s. But like once you got into the 90s, it's more like, let's simplify it, let's make it kind of trashy. And then into the 2000s just got really poppy and stuff like that. Now you're getting like, I don't know what the right term is, but like you got all kinds of music out, but it's just not the same, you know? It's not as iconic. Like it, you know, you still have like iconic songs and stuff like that, but like you don't really hear like songs on the radio and be like, oh, that's going to be a banger hit for years and years to come. And it's like, you're not going to get it. Bootleg asked, did you see the new Marvel game trailer? Which is the new Marvel game. Which one? You mean the one? There's two of them technically. And I've already talked about one of them and I don't want to talk about it again. But the one that just came out yesterday was like an Overwatch kind of like clone, which if it's good, it's good, but I don't know why they're making it. Yeah, the Overwatch one just doesn't like, I don't know why they're making it. But if it's good and they know how to actually make it good, unlike Overwatch, then go ahead, go nuts. Actually, no, they made a Paladin's clone. They basically just made a Paladin's clone. Actually, no, they didn't, because it's third person. It's third person. I think. Yeah. So, like, if it's fun, all right, but like, I don't know why they're doing that. They don't need to. Also, 1943, or Captain America and Black Panther, I am not hyped about it. Like, I want to, like, I really, really want to, but like, something about the vibe just seems off. Just the story only being like, oh, Captain America and Black Panther are hunting the same thing, but they're beefing for no reason. It's like, that's not a good story. It's like, I get it, but like, that's not a lot of good story there, bud. You gotta build off of that. I don't know, man. That's just my opinion. Oh, and talking back to music. So one thing back in like when I was in, I think once our first foreign exchange student that we had, I think she was from Germany, and like she always listened to like, she would listen to music. So like there were two songs. I'm trying to remember the two exactly which ones. Now you're somebody that I used to know by Gaudier. Heard that like months before it got on the air and got like really popular, and Glad You Came. I don't fucking know. That song fell off and it wasn't as good, but like I've heard that song over dozens of times before it like even hit the air here in the US. It was nuts. Because something that they do in Europe is they kind of use it as a test market in some cases and have like acts from the West, like test it there, see if it's going to work. And if it does and it works here, that means good money. And obviously I don't think either group really anywhere, but like that year I've heard those two songs way too much. But I was definitely ahead of the curve when it came to those songs, which is nuts. So be like, hey, yeah, I've heard this song a dozen times already. It's like, yeah, it's a new one that just dropped. No, it isn't. Fake fan. I haven't really listened to a whole lot of different music lately. I want to get back into doing gym stuff, like, you know, going to the gym and working out. But I haven't really had, like, even like I would probably do it after work, but I just don't really have time. Especially next week when I'm going to be busy, and then it's going to go into another busy week. So it's like, fuck. damn it, I'm not really gonna have time. And by the time that I'm done working, it's like, well, I don't want to go home, or I don't want to work out. I want to just go home. So it's like, so I don't know. But yeah, I was listening to some like jock music, because that is some fun shit, dude. If you got like a gym workout playlist, and I feel like every gym workout playlist has to have like some rap in it, just because it has to. On God. It has to have butt rock. Always have butt rock. Who doesn't? Like, if you're not like a boomer, there's gonna be butt rock in your gym playlist. And I feel like even if you are a boomer, there's gonna be butt rock in your playlist. Like songs like bands like Skillet. Like Skillet's gonna be in there. Or I want to say like turn of the century, like rock music. Superman. Superman's a good one. If I could change me, you still call me Superman. Like, that's a good one. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's on there. One that, so my gym in high school had like the most unhinged music playlist for that. Cause like, I think there were 2 songs by DMX on there. And obviously, X Gonna Give It To You. Duh, which like goated. But I think Rough Riders Anthem was also on there, and the actual lyrics of the songs, both of the songs, like, how the fuck were they on there? Like, they should not have had them on there, because like, I can't remember exactly. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure the N-word is used in them. And it's talking about how how he does not care for gays. He did not care for gay people at the time. And I think Party Rock Anthem also talked about like he might have been a suspect in Tupac's death, but probably not. But no, those are some banger songs to. Oh, Up in Here. Yeah, X Gonna Give It To You, Up in Here, and Rough Riders Anthem. Up in here, y'all gonna make me go all out. Up in here, y'all gonna make me act a fool. Y'all gonna make me lose my cool. Up in here, like. It's pumping. Like, you just get like, oh yeah, let's go. Like, or like Monster by Skillet. I feel like a monster. Like, that one was always on there. It was kind of unhinged, but like that kind of music is always like just always on a gym playlist. Like, you always have stuff like that. You have like Tell the Smoke Clears. What I can't remember the song by Eminem. The smoke clears up. I'm gonna make this shit and it won't come up. I can't remember what the song is called, but that one's always on there, just because it works. Like Eminem's always on there. Doesn't matter. It's good. But like, I need to I need to start working out again. I need to get into shape. You know what I also need to start doing? I need to wrap this up soon. So, yeah. Yeah. I kind of want to open up another pack, but hold on. Let me check what I got before we go. Because I don't want to screw myself over. Oh, crap. I have 3 packs left, so I'm not going to do it. That is for next time. So I can finally finish off this box with my final 3 packs. And yeah, that's gonna be fun. I basically used up the whole box by the time that the next set comes out, so that's kind of what I wanted to do, because none of the cards from Murders really intrigued me to get it. Like the packs that I was opening, that was the one box that I got mixed in with the Ravnica Remastered that I got. So that's kind of sad that it took me this long to get through the box. Kind of sad, if I'm being completely honest. But it is what it is. Now let's start wrapping up. So if you want to watch these live, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltedEggOriginal. Obviously, you got to spell it right. I don't know, capitalization. It's whatever. If you found it the first time, you'll find it again. It's just me, like yellow, but the background's blue. It's a drawing. It's a drawing. A silhouette drawing. You can watch it on Twitch. You can watch me happen live, but if you miss it happen live because, it's midnight, whatever, you can always watch the VOD on Twitch for up to 2 weeks, and when it's gone, it's gone. But also you can watch the after show where I just edit this down and all that other crap. But if you miss it on there, you miss it on Twitch, whatever. You can watch the edited podcast and all the past ones on my YouTube channel. And eventually you can hear it on other streaming services like Spotify and such. When I actually get the audio and stuff on there. I should start doing that. I need to get on that. I feel like once I get into like when it's starting to get slower, like on a slow week, I'll probably start doing that. But this next week for my work, it's going to be kind of busy. And the week after that's probably going to be kind of busy too. That's just the way the cookie crumbles there. Yeah, I hate it. Man. But it is what it is. It's good that we're busy. I like to thank Radiance for the use of their song, Used to It, off of the album The Call. Know they're recording stuff. Darn it, I forgot to ask if one of them could pick up my suit. I always keep forgetting about that. And it's almost like the end of the month, so I should probably have one of them get it. It's been a couple weeks. Yeah. Whoops. Anywho. What else? Yeah. And thank you for listening, watching, doing what you're doing, all that other stuff. But as I look at the clock, I think you know what time it is. It's not midnight here anymore. But it's midnight somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here once again, I'll see you later. But until then, bye-bye.